Morning, guys. It's 6:10 a.m. I just finished my morning cardio. Today I was sprinting on the treadmill, which on an empty stomach, since I fast in the morning till like 8:30 or 9, there's this wall that I have to get over. And it's like my stomach, I feel sick when I start running. Just straight black coffee has helped with that. Any caffeine helps with that particularly. But if you've done fasted cardio, you probably know what I'm talking about. I start running and my stomach just feels empty. It just starts burning and it's very uncomfortable. But once I break over the wall, it's almost like I am able to focus on my run more. It's almost like I'm able to focus on my cardio more because that lack of food produces the dopamine for me to be in pursuit. And I'll always, if I'm running on the treadmill especially, I'll always envision something that I'm trying to get to. Because, I'm a bodybuilder. I do bodybuilding workouts, but I want to stay mobile. I was an athlete growing up, and even though my passion was bodybuilding over everything else, I still want to be able to move. I don't want to look like a thumb walking around and I can't even turn side to side. So I still enjoy being mobile and functional. So I go do my morning cardio almost every single morning. But that dopamine, that pursuit of something, it's almost like it's a pursuit of a goal. And I heard this quote the other day, and it was, dopamine is not about the pursuit of happiness. It's about the happiness of the pursuit. And I found that that's phenomenal when doing anything. If I have a large project to work on, obviously you need some energy from food. But as soon as you get satiated, as soon as you get full from whatever you were eating, if you overindulge, you become complacent. And I think that's that animal inside of us, that we have so much more ambition and so much more drive when we are unsatisfied. And obviously, it's that drive to become satisfied that keeps us pushing. But I've found that if I can keep myself in a uncomfortable state for an extended period of time, I'm able to accomplish more things. As soon as I indulge in comfort, my body starts craving more comfort. If you have been dieting all week long, stuck to your diet and everything, eventually you don't crave shitty food. But if you go and eat McDonald's, or you go somewhere and have, fried chicken and a large Coke, your body starts to crave those processed, hyperpalatable foods now that you've indulged in that comfort of doing it. And food is a very, very low frequency. Like, the overindulgence of food is a very low frequency. You will always stay in the highest frequency when you are slightly hungry. Staying in that slightly hungry stage, in that slightly hungry, what's the word that I'm looking for? Whatever. When you're in a state of slight hunger and you're in pursuit, you will always get more done. Here's what I'm getting at. There's a wall in everything that's difficult. But once you break through the wall, as long as you don't get complacent and you use the momentum and you keep working harder with that momentum, you will become exponentially successful in whatever you're doing. Here's an example that I've recently been granted access to. We'll say that because it almost feels like there are these levels and these experiences that you have to earn your stripes to gain access to them. So my 4:30 a.m. wake up, I have not missed a single wake up. I'm not on the weekends, not on times that I've stayed up late working, not missed once. And I think it's been about 5 months. I started waking up early over a year and a half ago. I quit smoking weed. I quit nicotine, quit drinking, all of that stuff. I haven't smoked weed in over 14 months and I quit cold turkey. I haven't smoked or taken any nicotine, and I was vaping from the age of like 13 years old, like real degenerate shit. And so I've dropped those vices completely. But once you break through the wall of not needing it and not relying on it, it becomes exponentially easier to continue doing that. Here's what I mean when I refer that to the wake ups. It was so difficult for a long time because I had this limiting belief that if I wasn't getting 8 hours of sleep, the next day was going to suck and it was going to be awful and I wasn't going to get anything done. And also my body would be like, oh, you're not going to be able to train as hard in the gym. Oh, your muscles aren't going to recover because you're not getting enough sleep. And these things can be true. But the more excuses that you give yourself, the harder you're making it on yourself. Now 4:30 has become, my body wakes up before my alarm. I have trained myself now that I've broken through that wall of all the hard times, because like I said, I was waking up early for like a year, but it wasn't consistent. You know, I'd wake up at 6, I'd wake up at 4 sometimes to go train at the gym, and then sometimes maybe I would sleep until like 7 or 8. And maybe sometimes I would sleep until 11 if I was irresponsible the night before. And, you know, I decided that I was going to go hang out with a girl or I was going to do this. And I started to realize that the only time when I lower my state of being, when I go into an extremely low and depressive and anxious state, is when I don't stick to the principles that I know I should be sticking to. So I decided I'm not going to give myself another wake up time. I'm not going to, because I was like, oh, I'll wake up at 6:30 Monday through Thursday. And then Friday, I'll give myself an extra hour. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'll go to bed whenever. You cannot do that. When I decided to fucking set the time, 4:30 or earlier, I'm going to wake up that time every time. No excuses, nothing. Like I said in my last video, phone across the room. So the only choice I have is to get up and turn my alarm off. And that's half the battle. Once you're up, you're up. I have not missed since then. It has become natural. It has become completely a part of my homeostasis to wake up at 4:30. I wake up sometimes at 3 o'clock because I have like a fear that I'm going to miss my alarm and I'm going to screw up the rest of my day. And it's bad to rely on things like that, but I almost need it now. I have to wake up at 4:30. And I've realized that once I've broken through that wall of being like, there's no turning back, this is what I'm going to do every single day, it starts to, and I hate the word manifest, but it starts to manifest itself into the outcome that you are looking for. I just hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. I know that that's a small accomplishment in the scheme of things, but I've been making YouTube videos since I was 9 years old. Always wanted to have a YouTube channel. Now I actually have the discipline to implement it. But do you know when I went from 100 subscribers to 1,000 subscribers? When I made a content plan every week. I said I was going to make an aggression talk at least once every week, a video in the gym at least once a week, and I created a plan. As soon as I committed and I gave myself, I made it a non-negotiable that I had to do it. Just like with the wake-ups, I broke through the wall and I became exponentially successful compared to what I had done before. Compared to just, getting 5 subscribers here and 10 subscribers here. When I was waking up at multiple different times, I might have a little bit of momentum and then I would break it. And then a little bit momentum and then I'd have to, re-stretch the rubber band to build that tension, to build that momentum back up again. Once I made it a non-negotiable, I was able to break through the wall to the next level. It's still difficult sometimes to wake up at 4:30. But it is natural to me now. It's like in my nature. I just am like, well, it's 4:30. What else would I do? I have to wake up. Well, it's Tuesday, it's Wednesday. What else would I do? I have to film a video. I have to post my morning push-ups. I have to take a cold shower. I have to do these client programs. I have to. There's no, okay, it's going to take me 8 hours to write this program. I don't want to do it right now. That doesn't exist. When you break through the wall and you start measuring yourself on how hard was it and how quickly and how much did I stick to it and how quickly did I overcome it. I got some of you guys' comments and the support just means so much. Like, you guys don't understand how much motivation it gives me to see people supporting my videos. I thought for a second, I was like, is this real? Because usually I just get hate on all the platforms. But that's the thing. I don't care because I know I've got to sacrifice to get to where I want to go. I started my first business last year, end of last year. I knew nothing about the business, and the reason I went into that vehicle was because I didn't know enough about business to know that I needed to take lots of other things into equation besides just, oh, it's a business, it's gonna work. I was that naive. But I was willing to fail. I was willing to look like a loser publicly. I was willing to look like a loser publicly because I know in my head, I don't care who makes fun of me. I don't care what I have to do. I will do everything I can to learn from this. It may not be successful, but I will do everything I can to learn. I told myself every day, it's going to be successful. It's going to be successful. But looking back, I was not putting in the amount of effort. I did not put in the research that needed to be put in for that business to work. And that business failed. But I learned so much. And people saw it. And then I realized, wait a second, instead of going into a market I know nothing about and just seeing, can I get money? Can I get money? Why don't I go into a market that I have over half a decade in, almost 6 years of training? I've trained like over 100 people in the gym. I've trained multiple tens of clients online and they've gotten phenomenal results. Why don't I go into a market that I love? And once I broke through the wall of the work that had to be done, I started to become successful. So here's what I want to leave you with today, guys, is it's extremely hard to get over the wall, but once you're over the wall, it's almost like nothing can stop you. If you're a runner or if you've done any long distance, this will make sense. Once you break through that wall of everything hurts, I feel like I'm going to get a cramp, of this race is so long, you get that runner's high and you lock in. It's like everything goes numb and you're just in the zone. Your success will become like that, no matter what it's with. No matter if you're trying to develop the best physique you can. No matter if you are trying to start a business. No matter if you want to be the valedictorian at your school. No matter if you are in a sport and you want to become the best at it. It becomes exponentially harder. And then you start to get exponentially more successful. Once you break over that wall, and it's going to get the hardest right before you break over that wall. And that is where most people quit. If it was easy, first of all, it wouldn't be worth it. Second of all, everyone would do it. And then again, it wouldn't be worth it. It would not hold the same value. The reason difficult things and difficult tasks are looked at with respect is because people understand it is extremely difficult to get over the wall to where it becomes consistency, to where it becomes habit. Self-made millionaires, people who have become extremely successful through their own habits and through their own hard work, it's not about what that they have gained, it's about the person they have become through that experience. I don't want to be successful because of the things that I'm going to gain. Sure, I'm human. I have things that I want. But I want to become the person that can have that success. I want to become the person that it takes to reach that level of financial capability, to reach that level of personal development. I want to embody a person who has all the habits and all the traits and the intelligence and the drive and the work ethic that it takes to be looked at as extremely successful. Because materialistic things fade. You have to have something greater that gets you out of bed in the morning. You have to have something greater that gets you through that fasted cardio. You have to have something greater that gets you through that workout, through that practice, that gets you to complete that project that you don't want to do. There has to be a purpose. You have to put that purpose over chasing pleasure. But the thing is, the purpose will become the pleasure. You will start to gain the most joy from when you are pushing yourself the hardest, from when you are making yourself useful, from when you are driving and relentlessly moving the needle forward every single day. That's what you will drive. That's what you will derive joy from and fulfillment. And you will fall asleep at night filled and joyful. Damn, I gave all that I could give today, and tomorrow I get to do it again. Tomorrow I get to prove to myself that I can do it again. Tomorrow I get to impact more people. And once you become that person that does all that can be done each day, that serves as many people as possible, regardless of what you think you might get from it, once you become that person that puts purpose over pleasure, you will start to attract the things that you could want. And it'll be cool. I'm not there yet. That's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. There's some things I want. But you know what? When I get to where I'm going in life, I'm going to make it harder on myself. I'm going to wake up earlier. I'm going to do more during the day. I'm not reaching for that so I can live a life of comfort. I'm reaching for that so that I can have more tools to live with more purpose, more drive, and to serve more people on a larger scale. I want to set the example. I want to lead. I'm willing to take the burden and make the sacrifice so that others can follow in my footsteps. I'm willing to be the pioneer. I'm willing to take the hate. I'm willing to get made fun of. I'm willing to lose. I'm willing to eat shit. I'm willing to wake up at 4:30 in the morning. I'm willing to go to the cardio when I feel sick and tired. I'm willing to work out when I feel sick and tired. I'm willing to make the videos when I have no enthusiasm and I don't want to talk and all I want to do is curl up in my bed and go to sleep. I'm willing to do it anyways. I'm willing to do it anyways because I know that in the future, when I'm changing more and more people's lives every single day, and I'm getting those messages where people are like, brother, you helped me so much. I know it'll be worth it. I know it will be worth it. Because the only way that I cannot feel perpetually overwhelmed and anxious and depressed is if I am impacting other people's lives in a positive way. That is the only way that I feel as I am not wasting my potential. Is to serve something that is greater than me, and that is you guys. That's why I make these videos. That's why I run the greatest online coaching, fitness coaching, lifestyle coaching in the world. Mark my words. Mark my words. And that is why I hold myself to a higher standard. Not because I believe that I'm better, not because I'm conceited, but because I know that if I hold myself to the highest standard, I'll inspire other young men that were just like me when I was younger and I had no idea what the fuck I was doing or what to do or where to go or who to look up to. I can be that for them. I can be the person that I never had to them. And maybe they will go on and change someone else's life. And maybe they will go on and change someone else's life. When you commit to getting 1% better every single day, eventually you will be so exponentially, you will grow so exponentially and at such a fast rate, you will have so much momentum that it will be impossible to stop you. Once you break through the wall, do not become comfortable. Because I see it in my comments. Some of you guys too, y'all are about to break through the wall. I feel like I'm about to go to a next level because I've been eating shit for like 2 years, grinding, wanting this every day. And I'm starting to get a little bit of small wins, but it's nothing compared to what I want to accomplish. But I know that as soon as I break through the wall, I'm not going to slow down. Damn, I'm going to start pushing harder. Break through the wall. Hold yourself accountable every single day and hold nothing back. Hold nothing back. That's all I got for you guys this morning. I really appreciate the love y'all been giving me. I'm going to start probably posting about 2 of these every single week, maybe even up to 3. I'm gonna have them on Spotify soon. That's what I'm working on. If you've been following and you want an update on the app, click the link to save your spot for the Discord. The Discord is gonna have all the information about the app in it. There's gonna be some free training programs, some free meal programs, and it's gonna be a community of all of us getting better every single day. So if you want to join a community like that, where you know you're surrounded by brothers, by all your brothers who are up at early in the morning trying to get better, then join the Aggression Fitness Discord. Like I said, that link is in the description. And you know, if you've been complacent and you are ready starting this new year to actually implement goals, habits, training, and nutrition that's going to take your physique and your mindset to the next level, and you don't want to wait till January 1st to not do it, because everybody knows people set goals on January 1st and then they end up just not even sticking to it. Fill out the link that says train with me and we'll get on a call and we'll see if one of my programs works for you. But regardless, I'm going to keep putting this content out for you guys because I genuinely, I feel love in my heart every single time I get a positive comment on these videos, and it just inspires me and it lights a fire under me even more to keep getting better, so that I'm capable to serve even more people. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and get on my Instagram so that you can see the morning push-ups challenge and you can get on that as well.